Hey guys, we're here with a fire gameplay video. A lot of my friends are away, so I decided just to hop into a pug. This, I believe, is a 14 freehold. And I'm not sure if we're gonna have Discord or not, but just because it's a pug, I'm not gonna be doing as much damage as I would be out of a pug because I can't really coordinate with my team. But since a lot of my friends are away for vacation, and you guys were asking that you wanted a gameplay video, I thought why not add one, whether it be a pug or not, and I'll kind of show you what I do. Um, so yeah, it's not too hard of a key. Freehold 14, I believe. Um, so yeah, we'll get to there, and we'll see what's happening. Talk about a little bit of my talents, what I plan on doing. See if they have a route in mind. Super chill. So obviously my talents are going to be similar or the same as to what I was explaining in the video. Phoenix Flames and Flame Patch are big ones. Uh, Searing Roar. Uh, and Meteor is going to be a big one. Rune of Power is huge. All these talents are basically what you want to go for. Let's get these guys summoned. So let's look at my routes for Freehold. We don't have a rogue, so that's I don't have a route. That's interesting. All right, so since we don't have a rogue, odds are we're gonna kill this stuff here. This is not the right one. So we're gonna kill this stuff right here. This Pat, we're gonna make sure is not walking towards here. We're gonna drag this stuff all the way around to up here on the boss pit, and then we're gonna either pull down here or up here. It looks like we're probably gonna pull down here because there's no infested. The boss is gonna spawn, and we'll walk through here. We'll pull this guy, and then we'll go down here and we'll see where the tank wants to take us. So yeah, it should be fun. I'll plan on combusting at the beginning here. Then I'll have it up definitely for boss. And let's get into it. I'll ask if we have a MDT route. Method Dungeon Tools is as an add-on I highly recommend if you're trying to do higher keys. That way everyone's on the same page when they get into the key. You know, there's no guesswork. It's all, everyone knows what the tank's going to be pulling, and we'll know in what order, and all that jazz. Let me ask, do we have an MDT route? Let's look at our team comp here too. Havoc Demon Hunter, or Vengeance, is new. Haven't done a Vengeance Demon Hunter key in a while, but he's 1800, so I'm pretty confident in his ability, higher than me. And then we've got this 1k Havoc Demon Hunter. I like Demon Hunters because they apply the magic debuff. For the first part, I'll just do these 3 packs, like I said. Yep. I go to the right to the boss area and pull that one play. Okay. So if you guys aren't aware what a death skip is, it's where you walk past something and you intentionally die. I do it twice on Motherload because there's a lot of scary trash in there. Um, Obviously I'm using haste food. Um, and so what you do is you run through like a ton of trash and then you die at the end. And you have the healer die first so that they can be B-resed. Now with a Warlock it's really easy because they can put a Soulstone down. How about this guy's Demo? Oh, Destruction. Interesting demonology is the kind of the meta these days. Um, but the healer makes sure they have a B-res, whether it's a Soul Stone or Rebirth or all that jazz. And you basically once everyone's dead and all the ads have reset, then the healer will use the B-res, revive themselves, and then they will be using their mass res from where they stand.
Mic off. Mic on.
So hopefully we can get this started any second now. Um, so if we look, this is why I like MDT a lot. These little red circles are infested. And it show us every single pack, what percent they're worth. And you can mark them. So here's a pack, here's a pack, here's a pack. We're going to do this, and it'll tell us, okay, after that we'll have 12%. And we're also going to be doing this and this, most likely. So before the first boss, we're going to have 24.9%. And yeah, it's just super easy. And it's all green, so everyone knows what's happening. Got some lock stones, put down some mage food.
Five, four, three, two, one.
I like to use potions of prolonged power as opposed to standard potions of intellect because potions of intellect are expensive. So wait until it kind of gathers them. I'm wearing the wrong gear. Uh-oh. Now that's a good pull for a fire mage. That is a great pull for a fire mage. I'm gonna hop out really quick to change my gear. Should have talked about that at the beginning. I'm taking wildfire because I was using this during raid. I only have one piece, so I just want to switch that to Archive of the Titans. Run triple archive. Yeah, that was really good. Really good. I'll drag this shit over here. So big deal is standing on top of your Rune of Power. Use DB when you can. Not important. And obviously look for 30% HP mobs, so you can use your Scorch Execute, so you can lay down the hurt with your Flame Patch. Obviously we're going to be using it on 2 or more targets. 1 more in Combustion, 3 or more. And we're probably going down here, since over there has an Infest, so this way we won't have to worry about them healing. This is unfortunate. But I can stand, I don't have to be on top of my Rune of Power. Just have to be pretty close. Search for someone who's low. These are the times where you're not going to do much damage. Towards the end here, I'll kind of pick it up. Also, this is a bad pack for Fire Mage in general, because they move around a lot. Flame Patch is really good if you are just kind of standing and still in the same spot. Watch out for the explosive. It's going to be a fun week, I think. Now that they're all under 50, or under 30, I'm going to try and focus. And now the boss will spawn him because it's tyrannical. Want to save lust for it. I'm ready. There's a trick here. Just make sure you get him. Yep.
3, 2, 1.
And when he gets off of his thing, I'm going to jump out. So this way I'm not going to get targeted by any of the... I'm never going to be hit by the bird. I'll kind of point out the bird in a second. I'll still get hit by Azurite Powder Shot. So if I see him focusing on me, I'm going to want to, use the defensive. See the bird? He's going to be going that way. And he never leaves this little area. So that's really nice to play around. Make sure you don't miss your meteor. Make sure you're standing on top of a Rune of Power while you're in your meteor. Or using your meteor. You don't want to group with these guys here. So I'm going to try and move over here a little bit. You'll notice my damage kind of lulled here. I was going to pick up a little bit once we get to sub 30%. I'm going to have a Rune of Power up for the beginning of that, so that's going to be nice. But generally, people are going to have better single target than you. Especially if we're going to kill it before my combustion comes up again. I might be the Demon Hunter here. Demon Hunter died. Unluck. Yeah, 15k on a 2-minute fight. Not the best I've done, not the worst. Let's take this over here. That was a little bit of my fault, but it's not the end of the world. Just have to, don't want to get, I'll get line of sighted by this pole here, but not over there. A little weird. Let's do overall damage so you guys can see. So good overall damage, really high. Ignore my guild chat there, invalids. Alright, I'm probably gonna use Combust here. So Comet into Combust. Got rooted there. No bueno. You want to keep Combustion on CD. You want to use it as frequently as possible. The second it comes off cooldown, you want to use it again, if possible. Probably should have held it for here, but hindsight 2020, like I said, I'm in a pug, so it's going to be a little difficult. So right here, I'm probably going to start hard casting Flame Strikes. Not ideal, but you know, it's the way the cookie crumbles. Now I've got a Rune of Power. I'll use my Meteor. I've got a Phoenix Flames up. That was what I was waiting for. Now I'm going to look for someone that's sub 30%. Still did top damage because I wasn't using Combustion, even though I didn't use Combustion. And that's because, you know, I was hard casting Flame Strike. If you've got that many targets, it's definitely worth if you don't have instant cast crits. Even more worth if you're not standing on a Rune of Power. Interrupt that for him. So he did a good pull here, where we're going to have 3 Gahoonies. Probably do the same thing here, hard cast into a Meteor. I'm going to be holding my see, I held my Frozen Nova there for a little bit so that I could get as many Gahoons. Oh shoot, not good. Okay, we saved it. Probably gonna use not Combustion here. I've got one on me, but I don't really wanna focus the Gahoons. And since we're on 2 targets, we will be using Flame Strike here. Sub 30, switch to Scorch. Easy peasy. Really good pull. A big deal is saving time with Gahoons, is that you want to, you know, CC as many as you can, and then pull the non-Gahund if there's fire on the ground. Yeah. That's funny. So I learned my lesson last time. I don't want to combust here. I think he was trying to avoid the fire. That's really funny. Obviously doesn't play with a mage frequently. I'm gonna tell him I've combust. Probably use it here. Just tossing a DB here for no reason. And see how Searing Touch gives me so many double crits? It's an amazing talent. Sorry, I'm just drinking my tea. Ideally, we would have pulled these two together. Like I said, Pug can't really communicate with my team. What's what I kind of want to happen. We're getting a lot of percent before the second boss, which I'm a fan of. I haven't done it in a while, because I usually have a rogue, where the rogue this week, there was the Pug, which is over there. I think I might go click that. Usually rogue can stealth all this and do it for us. Just want to help the team out there. And he'll give us the keys here. Then go talk to this guy. He'll give us the buff and allow us to go fight the next boss. I knew my damage wasn't going to be big there, so I made the mental decision to sacrifice my small amount of damage there for overall gain for the team. Gonna combust here. Like I said, if it's on CD, you're using it efficiently. If not, think about what you're doing. You don't want to be greedy. I used to be greedy. I would only use combustion on big packs, but that's going to sacrifice a lot of your overall damage. Let's see if I poly this, he'll be happy. Good silence, good silence. Wait a second for them to kind of group, let the tank get some aggro, and then we're off to the races. Meteor is really good on AoE. But if it's like two targets, you want to make sure that you're only hitting, you want to make sure you're hitting both. But if you're like fighting a boss that has an ad or you have priority damage, you want to make sure you're trying to hit only that target with your meteor, because it'll do, it'll split on impact, 22k. Now if you are combusted and you're on a rune of power, that usually hits for like a lot more, like 80k I usually get, especially if I'm using my trinket. And you don't want to split that damage, especially if you're doing prio. However, the AoE that it does after it's like been sitting on the floor, similar to your flame patch, does a lot of damage. This is probably not a good use of rune of power. Alright, so we have Lust up, and my combustion's up in 15 seconds, so it's probably really good to use it there, in my opinion. Like I said, if had I not used it, there was no good space for really me to use combustion traditionally there. But you know, I figured if we do a little bit of trash after I do that, then I'm gonna be just about in time to have combust up perfectly in time for the boss. So this week is Eudora and Raoul. If you ever see Eudora, you're gonna be focusing her. We're gonna lust. And there's some hidey holes that you'll see me kind of stay in when she's using her abilities.
3, 2, 1.
Your skulls will be excellent target practice.
Let's put your steel to the test. Bottoms up, scallywag!
So I'm gonna hide behind her here. Obviously, if they're stacked like this, be using Flame Strike. This is haste, so you want to get into it. Oof, that hurt. That was bad play by me. Now she's going to be using her thing again, so this time it's random. So you want to make sure you're always paying attention. Oof, I think I missed. Maybe not. Hey, we hit. So this is haste again. So the big ones are bad. The small ones are usually the ones you want to get. Oof, help! Use a health pot there. I do have a Warlock Stone, so I'll keep that in mind. Probably not going to be standing over there anymore. I don't usually... I've only just started doing that. Getting those haste things. But I think I'm going to play it safe now that I lost my Cauterize. Easy peasy. So I'll tell him big pull please, because I've got combustion. Oh, I pulled it with the Kahuni. Alright, that's interesting. Alright. Fire locked, big oof, but at least it wasn't during my combustion, so I can just let's do some... Got blind rage on me, I'm gonna DB this off of me. Alright, maybe we can... Oh! Lots of alerts, though this team's pretty good. I'm not concerned. It's a Frozen Nova him. Use a DB for our friend. He's... what the fuck? That's funny. We overlap CC there, not the best, but what can you do? Trying to stay in communication with the tank. And you gotta remember, like, this is a team game, you know. I mean, obviously I'm competing against these other guys for top DPS, but all right, I like that plan. I like that plan. You know what? I think I was getting hit by. Never mind. On the second boss, not much. Let's see. Is there any Gahoonies over here? Oops, that's the wrong thing. No, actually. Yeah. Okay. Oops, didn't combust. That's big bad. So there, they died really quick because we didn't interrupt the Ravager. The Ravager will cast Painful Motivation. Painful Motivation will make them take increased damage. So we want to make sure that we're not interrupting him. So these kind of pulls are pretty bad for fire because, you know, obviously you have prio damage on the Gahooni, and to do good damage, like we want to do our flame strikes. So this is what you call cheesing damage. It's not recommended, it's not efficient, but it makes you look way better. And that's why you want to have like a good tank that pulls like those 3 at a time Gahooni targets, because then your AoE doesn't get affected, you know? Like you can do AoE like, you can just flame strike without feeling bad about it. Yeah, we've got a Warlock here, so we're going to lock Portal up. We'll wait for that. Well, I don't think we actually need it. I'm going to be careful. Don't want to ninja pull. We're not going to lust here, because it's on CD, and it's more important that we have it for the Shark boss over there. Come on, Demon, you ready? Alright.
3, 2, 1.
Think you can stand against me, swine? Allow me to educate you.
It's not the end of the world if you get hit by those. Barrage on me. Try and keep it tight.
All hands on deck.
So this, you can Dragon's Breath. Fun fact. So I just go boop. Now we want to be, you know, a little stacked, because now we're all going to get the... We're going to all get this at the same time, so to conserve space. I'm going to DB this again. We're going to get, yep, Cannon Barrage. So you see my weak aura, now it tells me to move. Helps you keep it as tight as possible. And we should move over here now. Yep, perfect. Fixate on me again. I've got DB up. It's perfect. Oh, got a little close there. That was my fault. I use a lock portal, or a lock stone. Always want to be using your lock stones. Ah! Let me cast Rune of Power, please. So this tank really pumps. I like that a lot. It's gonna be a little messy. Let me blink out here. I'll probably combust here. There's no reason not to. See how I said earlier how I'm not really getting combust towards the end of the fight, and that would really help my damage? Now look.
Blast these scurvy dogs to bits! All hands on deck!
That and I'm ranged. Ranged is a little easier to play this fight. Mother trucker, dude. Alright. So yeah, we're looking really good. Got 100% enemy forces, so we should try and skip this if we can. But I don't think we can. That's the problem. That's why having an MDT route planned before you pull it, so you know like what you want to pull, what you want to skip, is really important. We got 2 crushers here. I don't know how he pulled one at a time. Color me impressed. Unlucky on my Rune of Power. I swear these things are a magnet for mechanics. It's a nightmare. But yeah, this is a good group. It looks like we'll be able to comfortably one chest this. We'll have Lust, so maybe we'll be able to 2-chest it. But we gotta pull this guy in. No, we're not gonna 2-chest it. We gotta deal with the guy. Tortolin, whatever, Van Klopp, frickin' weirdo. Lucius von Tanto, whatever. See, I was just about to do. They know when I'm casting my Rune of Power.
Gather round and place your bets!
So we gotta pick up the pig. We gotta kill it. Yeah, this is a comfortable 1-chest. Unfortunately, we won't be able to 2-chest this.
Hey, Dark Lock and Woden!
That's your cue, landlubbers.
Ouch! Why'd you poke me? Oh, wake up, Woden! We're on!
Come on, say the things.
Ludwig
Say
van
the
Tortolin.
things.
Okay. Gather round for a show of unbridled
This guy likes to roar.
coming to you from parts unknown, the mysterious, the dangerous, the slightly unkempt, the band of smelly.
Man, this RP takes so long.
And entering the ring, we have the amazing, the incredible, the magnificent, the what the really? It's a greased up pig? I'm beginning to think this is not a professional setup. Oh well, grab the pig and you win.
Whoops. 4.5 seconds, not bad.
Well, look at that. They caught a pig. Maybe we
Some
should
more
move on
lockstones.
to a more threatening challenge. From the sewers of Freehold comes a Tortolin brigand who makes it his duty to eternally hurt you. He is the dynamo of defense.
3 million HP, and he doesn't give any percent XD. Can you imagine this guy on Fortified Weeks? He's a nightmare.
Ludwig!
But what am I? I don't balance games. What do I know? I'm gonna play pretty conservatively here. I wanna make sure I've combust up for the boss. Probably should have combusted, you know, hindsight here, probably should have combusted one of those giants. Oop. Alright, this is where we one-chest it. Hopefully we don't wipe. We got Lust, should melt.
Ludwig goes down! What a fight! These smelly buccaneers are resilient, and they better be, because their next challenger is the epitome of brutality! A champion that sleeps with the fishes! Literally! The Freehold fanatic! The master of the jagged jawbone jab! The powerful pugilist predator! Trothak the
Shark Puncher!
2, 1.
Please don't go on me. Look, I'll take it from here. So you'll notice my my meteor comes up just around the same time as my rune of power. So I'm gonna hold on to some of these because I want to make sure I'm getting like the max worth out of my rune of power. So I use that during Shark Tornado too because I know he's not gonna move. And I've got several procs for my rune of power, so that's getting like it's efficient rune of power use. Because right now, I'm only doing 100% of my normal damage. On top of a rune of power, now I'm doing 140, you know? So everything does 40% extra, which is huge. I love this spell. I love it. Getting close to 33%, or 30%. Alright, 30% here we are. Uh-oh. Should B-res the healer. Probably have like a ton. Mr. Warlock. Mr. Warlock. There it is. I'm holding my rune of power, my meteor for combustion. $81k, not bad. Easy game. Top DPS, not bad. I think a little more than I was expecting from doing with a pug, so I'm really happy with that. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and next time I'll be with a group, so a little bit higher DPS from my friends, and you'll see the communication that I have with my team. Thanks for watching.